I'm not feeling it today. Some days there's just not much inspiration. I sat down here, tried to film 2 different videos, and it just wasn't coming. What do we do when, as an artist, you don't feel inspired to create? The number one thing that you should do when you are lacking inspiration: create some content. Go outside, film yourself, do something, get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Because here's the deal. I kind of got stuck in a rut for years leading up to about a year ago, really in just lacking inspiration, clouded over by perfectionism and just like not being sure what to create, not having anything really inspiring me. And it came out of a kind of dark place in my life that I made a video called Dear Diary. And that's kind of the start of my journey of film and how I've gotten to where I am today. Now, this video really was extremely simple. I just kind of put my tripod up and took a couple shots and posted it. And little would I know that that would lead to another video called Fading Colors, and then that would lead to another video a lot later called Fighting for the Moment, which led to ultimately my latest release, which is a short film called Numb. If you haven't seen that, please take a minute to check that out. I'm gonna drop it right there. And so today I'm going to be talking about how I handle lacking inspiration, and let me tell you how I'm handling it right now. Right now I'm making this video. I'm gonna be real with you because that's what my channel is all about. As a creative, you're not always gonna feel it. As a creative, you're not always gonna be inspired to create. As a creative, sometimes you're not creative. It sounded a lot better in my head. And so what do you do with that? You go out and you make some content. Now, nothing is inspiring you, right? Take a minute, forget thinking about the craft, and focus on yourself. What is going on in your mind right now? This is the advice that I would give to you, right? What is going on in your mind right now? If I'm thinking about anxiety or whatever is going on in my mind at the current moment, that's what I make a video about. And so that's why I'm able to release these videos and yeah, just be authentic in them, is because I'm not portraying a version of myself out there that is not actually congruent with how I'm actually feeling, right? I'm actually putting a version of myself out there that is authentically expressing what I'm going through at any given moment. I reacted to the NF song, for example, because I was super hyped for that song to come out. Not really for any other reason than that, and that's the same reason why I'm not going to go on and react to other artists for the sake of reacting just because that video had such a good response. Speaking of which, thank you guys. If you are here today watching this video as a response to the NF video, I appreciate your support, and stay tuned because there's going to be more NF content coming very soon. Now, there is something to be said about creating videos that you know will have a good response to them, right? There is also something to be said about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, right? But that's not what we're talking about at this moment. What we're talking about at this moment is when you're not feeling it. What do you do then? Case in point, my latest project. And while I'm not going to do a step-by-step breakdown, I am going to talk about what kind of inspired me to do this project and how this project evolved from something that was just a little short 2-clip video into the short film that it became. The 2 opening shots are right after the intro. The 2 secondary opening shots. Is that even a term? Secondary? I don't know. I had put together, and I had put a very similar voiceover over that. And it just wasn't good enough. I wasn't feeling it, right? And I had this idea to do the ending portion of the kind of waking up from a dream sequence. And so I really just tapped into what was going on in my mind at that moment. What am I dealing with at this moment? What are some anxieties that I'm facing, or what are some distractions that I feel like have been distracting me from focusing in really on what's important? And so that's kind of what led to the Numb short film. Now, I mentioned Dear Diary earlier because in terms of inspiration, I really feel like I kind of came full circle, and this short film was kind of an extension of Dear Diary at a much greater level. Now, when it comes to making films, I just encourage you to get out of yourself. You're a creative, you're doing your thing, you do you. The things that inspire you, create about them, but as you create them, don't let yourself be stuck in a kind of comfort zone. The world doesn't need more content creators for the sake of content creators. The world needs you doing your thing in your unique way. Don't let comparison to other creators that maybe you consider as better or more experienced than you slow you down from really honing your talents and tapping into your own creative process. So that was a short video. That was just some thoughts that were on my mind, and I hope it helps one of you today. Let me know what kind of videos that you guys want to see on this channel. What do you want to see more of? Do you want to see some editing breakdowns or color grading tutorials? If you want to see that, you'll get that. Like I always say, this is your channel as much as it is mine, And so I'd appreciate nothing more than if you dropped your thoughts on this video, your thoughts on some of my other content, as well as video requests in the description below, because I would love to hear from you guys, and I love nothing more than a comment. You know what I love more than a comment? A subscription. So please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe for more cinematic content, more talking videos, vlogs, which I'm hoping to release soon. And like always, I appreciate your guys' support. I love you guys. Peace.